What the hell were the Chargers doing?
I have no idea. I mean,
what was that?
I have no idea. My man Staley says, what did he say here? Hindsight's perfect for everybody on outside, but games are not easy to manage. They're not because you don't have too many players. We did it to our best ability. Hey, Staley, let me give you a clue. Mike Williams is the key to your success come playoff time. I said it before the show. You can ask Patrick Maher. I said it before the show. Keenan Allen, if you want to play him, go ahead. I love Keenan Allen, great player. But nobody's worried about Keenan Allen. Let Keenan Allen have 17 catches. Let him have 20 a game. Nobody cares. Mike Williams tilts the field. Mike Williams tilts the field. You lose Mike Williams, your offense isn't the same. You lose Ekeler, your offense isn't the same. Okay, so we're not dressing those two guys. So put two guys in there. Put two other guys in. You played how many games all year without Mike Williams? Yeah. Why can't you play one more? How about Bosa? We lose Bosa. We haven't had him most of the season. We need pass rush. We're going to need to rush against, Walker Little, and we're going to need to rush against the Jacksonville tackles. We need pass. We can't afford to lose him. Maybe we can't afford to lose Khalil Mack. Don't play him. There's 4 guys. We'll find guys to play because the game's meaningless. Somebody texted me this, and it was great. It was a perfect analogy. He said, what Staley did would be like if Andy Reid held a scrimmage on Saturday live and made the quarterback live in the scrimmage on his bye week.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's what he did. And he's trying to defend it, saying, well, you can only manage so much. I mean, look, if he doesn't have Mike Williams and he loses that game, I don't know. If I were the owner of the Chargers, I would go berserk. Like, how you don't recognize that Mike Williams is the most important player besides Herbert on your team? To me, if you're going to draft, it's Herbert, Bosa, Mike Williams, Ekeler. Those 4.
It was malpractice, honestly, watching it. And I was surprised, like, when that game flipped on, I'm like, okay, I'm sure the Chargers are going to probably play Chase Daniel and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, I see Herbert out there for the first series. I was like, okay, maybe they didn't have the feed
like they did with Brady.
Ravens,
maybe they
Bengals,
just put him out there for a series with Brady. Brady wanted to play, wanted to keep his streak alive of starting games. I get all that. Yeah. Okay, good. Go do it, right?
Now go grab a ball cap after one series.
Yeah. Let's coach the team.
Yeah. It made no sense to me, especially when you saw the way that Ravens-Bengals game was going. And I think that game probably finished just moments before Broncos-Chargers got underway.
Yeah,
but still.
It was perfect. The league gave it to you. They said, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
You're the 5th seed. Congratulations. Yeah. Pass around the hats. I mean, meanwhile, he's sitting here crying, saying, you guys don't know how hard it is to manage a game. Meanwhile, Dayball's over there. He's managing the game. He almost beat the Eagles at 22-16, a 16-point dog. I mean, think about it. He checkered Tyrod Taylor. He didn't go from Daniel Jones to Tyrod. He went to Davis Webb.
Somehow, some way, Brian Daboll was able to rest all of his key players, but we only get to dress 48 guys. So we got to play Herbert. What a joke. We got to play Mike Williams.
What a joke. What a joke. He's such a joke.
And hopefully they dodged the bullet, and because it sounds like
I hope so,
it sounds like Mike Williams is going to be okay, because the reports that were coming out shortly after were bad. It was like, oh, he needed help just to get to the team bus and all this stuff.
Yeah, they said he had a hard time walking to the bus.
Yeah, but I think, though, from this morning, from what I've read, it sounds like he's going to be all right. They're expecting to have him this weekend. But, man, that could have been an absolute disaster if something went on. I mean, imagine if something happened to Herbert.
I know they haven't played great level of competition. I get that. I know that with the Chargers. But, they can do something that's hard to do. They have elite. With him on the field, he tilts the field, right? He gives them that big – nobody covers this guy. He's so big. He's so physical, And, I mean, I know on this win streak that, they beat Miami, not a great team. They beat Tennessee, not a great team. They beat the Colts Saturday in the Parks team, wonderful. And they beat the Rams. I get all that. They haven't really beaten a great team since they lost to the Raiders at home. But to me, if they got a chance to beat Jacksonville, and then if they beat Jacksonville, maybe they got to go to Kansas City, and they play well against Kansas City there. Every time.
Yeah. It's a 3-point game every time.
But they need Mike Williams to do it.
It's absurd what he was doing, and I thought it was just idiotic, and his explanation was even dumber after the game. So luckily they were able to dodge the injury bug there. Thanks for watching the GM Shuffle with Michael Lombardi, and for more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to VSiN Live and the GM Shuffle podcast with Michael Lombardi, presented by DraftKings and VSiN, wherever you get your podcasts.